I've been enjoying XDefiant on my home consoles, the Series S and X and PlayStation 5. Those things can run this game at 120 FPS, including the tiny Series S. So this game should be no problem for Steam Deck, right? Well, let's find out. The biggest hurdle on Steam Deck, the game's not on Steam. You do have to install Ubisoft Connect on your Steam OS, or you can just dual boot into Windows and do it that way. To install Ubisoft on Steam OS, use a software called Port Proton. I'll leave links to a tutorial on how to set it up in the description. It is a bit of a process and you might get a lot of crashes once you have the game installed. I've heard that the game is just more stable if you do dual boot into Windows instead of this Steam OS method. But hey, I personally prefer the Steam OS method and I was able to get it working using that tutorial. The in-game settings here are on the absolute lowest. I did lock the frame rate to a max 60 FPS. With those low settings, the Steam Deck does struggle at the start of every match. I mean, there are slowdown stutters, you see 40 FPS. But I noted that the performance stabilizes as the match goes on and kind of stays at 60 FPS. There's of course still the occasional slowdowns and it's just not as stable, but it's playable. I mean, it's not too bad. As I said before, I do hear that the game's more stable on Windows, which is why I tried XDefiant on my Windows handheld here. This is the One X Fly. It's similar in spec to the Rogue Ally. Settings here are at 1080p resolution, pretty much the absolute lowest settings. This does have a 120Hz screen, and guess what? This thing can deliver close to 120 FPS. It stays at around 110 FPS during the indoor maps, although the more demanding outdoor maps do drop that average frame rate to below 100. But overall, the Windows handheld is gonna handle XDefiant much better than Steam Deck. Plus, the setup and installation process is a lot easier. XDefiant isn't that demanding of a game, so with some optimization and future updates from the community, Steam Deck should be able to run it better. But with the mixed reviews this game's getting and with the new Black Ops releasing soon, I'm not sure for how long this game's gonna stay relevant. Anyways, for the rest of the video, check out some more handheld gameplay of XDefiant.
They're on the zone! Captain zone contested. Fire applied! What a bang! That guy's on the zone. The capture zone is changing location.
Active camo!
Requested. They're on the zone. Capture zone on the move. Now dust yourself off and go burn those germs. The capture zone is changing locations. Capture zone contested. Capture in bad shape. Bad guys on the zone. We're taking the zone. Capture zone. Capture zone contested. They're on the zone. Multi-kill. Working smarter. We're capturing. Chucking grenade. Reloading. Capture zone on the move.
Deploying frag!
Capture zone contested.
Nothing cleans like burning.
Ultra ready.
Help! I'm dying here.
Mates!
The capture zone is changing location. We're taking the zone. Bad guys on the zone.